Kobe Bryant goes into the Hall of Fame this weekend. Right. Saturday, we get to see Kobe go in. So obviously, you guys getting to play on that team, win a championship with Kobe, both knowing him, I think, pretty well. Share some of your Kobe memories, man, your Kobe stories before he goes in this Saturday.
Well, I mean, Rob knows. We all always know that this guy was one of the hardworkingest players in the game. At that particular time, Kobe didn't like to joke around. He was all about basketball. He stayed in the gym. He worked on his craft. He was the type of guy when he played against a guy and a guy did a move on him, he will be in the gym the next day trying to master that move. So he and the one thing I liked about him that he played both ends of the court. He was just a joy, no doubt about it, to play with, and just to see him and Shaq really kind of bond and get those championships, and gave me an opportunity before I left to get me one. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. For me, seeing him when he was a rookie and getting traded to the Lakers, and then everybody's, look at this rookie Kobe Bryant, and I'm like, he's just high school guy, he ain't ready. And then you go up and practice, she's like, he ready. And for me to see him go from 8 to 24, and it's weird because the 8 to me was a young, harsh, brash Kobe who only cared about basketball, and that was fine with me because it helped you win. That's what you do. And then the 24 turns into the father, the good teammate, and all this kind of thing. They became a more compassionate Kobe Bryant. So to be a part of both, and because it was covering the Lakers, and I got a chance to talk to him after games and that side of things. So you could see that it was a guy who came full circle. Because you think about it, every NBA guy when he comes to the league, he wants to make his mark, leave his mark. Yes. And that's what he was doing. He's all about basketball. And then he realized, I got my championships. I can still leave my mark and still be compassionate for my teammates and others. So it was a great joy for me to be around him. Just like, pretty much every guy I've ever played with.
Yeah. I think, from Kobe, people don't understand, I think you got to go back into when Bean Bryant, his dad, was trying to get into the league or trying to make it in the league. People don't really remember it was 12 rounds of basketball when the draft came. when you had guys in camp that was really and truly trying to fight for a position, it was 50 guys trying to get 12 spots. You know what I mean? And so I think Bean Bryant kind of rubbed off on Kobe and said, hey man, it's a business. And you don't have to take no prisoners. You have no friends. Everyone's trying to take your job. It's all about what you're about. And I think when he came in with that attitude that I don't like nobody. You know what I mean? I don't like nobody. Everybody's trying to take my spot and I'm trying to take yours. And I think that's the thing that really kind of propelled him to be really great. But then he really started, probably, like Robert said, realize that he does need his teammates. You know what I mean? He needs those relationships and those interactions to kind of propel him to the next level, and he's done that.